Alright, hey, what's up guys? Scott here again with a brand new video, and I've got some very exciting news that I want to share with you all in this one here. So recently I've been trying to partner with a company called Option Alpha. Perhaps you've heard of the name. They basically run a very solid online educational platform about options trading. And in fact, they were one of the first sites that I personally used many years ago to learn about trading as well. And so in recent times, they've been trying to really grow and expand their business by offering new features and services with their platform. And so now their flagship product is offering a fully automated trading software that you can totally customize yourself to, of course, automate your particular trading strategy. So basically, you can quite literally program a trading bot with Option Alpha, and no code is involved whatsoever. It's actually a super easy process to do this. And I'll give you a good example of that here in a moment. But again, you can use this feature to fully automate your entire strategy, or automate a portion of your strategy, or even just use it for testing and experimentation purposes as well. And so for this video here in particular, I'll be giving you guys a very detailed overview of the Option Alpha platform. And like I said, showing you a demonstration of how to build one of these bots yourself. And as you'll see here, guys, this is a very, very powerful tool with pretty much limitless possibilities in how you can customize and create an automated trading system to be used, again, either for your real live trading or for research and experimentation. Now, as always, though, before we dive in here, for anybody who would like to join a very exclusive online community where you can learn how to successfully trade options, then you can now join my options trading Discord. So definitely make sure to check out the description of this video below to learn a lot more about that. And then finally here, for anybody who is also brand new to the channel, again, my name is Scott, and you can also find me on SKILLSHARE as well, where you can take my very detailed classes on options trading or stock market investing. And you'll also find some links to a few of my introductory courses in the description of this video as well. So be sure to check them out, and when you join SKILLSHARE using those links, you'll get a full 1-month free trial. Alright guys, so with that being said, at this point, we're going to jump over to my computer here and we'll get things started. Alright guys, so here we are. This is basically the homepage of the Option Alpha platform once you get logged in. It's pretty basic, but as you can see here, there are 4 major different features of this platform. And so for this video, I'll spend most of my time talking about and demonstrating the bots feature or the trading automation feature, but also as you can see, there's a very cool backtesting feature as well. There's also an entire online community too, where you can engage in discussion and talk about ideas with other traders. And then also a watch list section too, where of course you can build your own watch list of different stocks and ETFs, or you can use any of the watch lists that they've provided for you. And so with that being said here, we'll dive into the bots feature and get started. And there we go. So this here is the landing page for the bots section of Option Alpha. But the first thing I want to show you here is the actual trading account section. Now, when you are trying to automate your trades here with Option Alpha, you have the choice of either using a paper money account or a fake money account, which as you can see here, they give to you for free. It has unlimited funds, and this is great just for testing purposes or just trying to get used to the platform here. But then also, of course, if you want to automate your actual live trades with real money, then you can hook up your brokerage account with Option Alpha and do that as well. Now that being said though, as you can see here, this entire platform is still pretty new, so at the moment, they only have compatibility with 3 different brokerages. So if you do have a trading account with TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim, TradeStation, or Tradier, then you can definitely hook up your account with Option Alpha here and begin automating your trades. And I've also had some meetings and exchanged a few emails with the folks here at Option Alpha, and they definitely are working on adding more brokerages to the platform here. So it's only a matter of time before things like perhaps Webull or Robinhood also become supported. But so far up to this point, I've just been using a fake money account as well. So this here, Scott's test account, is just a second fake money account that I created here in Option Alpha. But just FYI, you do always get this first one here by default. And so now once you do have your trading account set up, either with fake money or real money, you can now come over to the bot section and create your new automation bot. So right here, as you can see, I just have one bot in my account so far. This is the Genesis 1.0 beginner bot. And so basically the way this works is you definitely can build a brand new bot from scratch and kind of develop the functionality and features from there. Or if you are a beginner like myself with the platform here, you can use a template. So for example, as you can see right here, there's a template section. I'll click on that. And now you can see all the different templates you can use to give yourself a starting foundation for your bot. So again, this one here, Genesis 1.0 beginner, this is the most basic template to help get yourself started. right? So essentially, once you clone this template, what it does is it creates a brand new bot for you in your account. And all it does is it simply opens a put credit spread position on SPY if SPY is in an uptrend. So again, just some very, very basic functionality to get yourself on your feet. But then you can always add more complexity, more features, and more criteria to the bot after that point. But also, as you can see here, there's a Genesis 2.0 intermediate template, which you can use. It's a bit more complex. There's also an advanced version, and then tons of other more specialized templates as well. So for example, this one here, monthly iron condors with a 3K portfolio. There's also a reactive 2x EMA with debit spreads, so definitely a bit more complex here, etc., etc. There's tons and tons of different templates to help you get started here. And real quick here, last thing I want to show you on this page is if you do click on the Genesis 1.0 template here, it then brings you to this new page where if you scroll down a little bit, you can actually watch some very detailed video tours of how to use the Genesis 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 templates. And so I will post a link to this page here in the description of this video. But again here, definitely watch these videos because they're very, very helpful. But with that said, we'll come back to the bot section here. And again, this here is my current bot. So I'll click on this and we'll see more of the specifics about how this works. And so right off the bat here, you can see some performance stats about how this bot has been doing in the past week or so. And looks like so far this bot has made about 116 bucks. So that's pretty darn cool. And in particular, if I go over to the settings button here, you have the choice of naming your bot whatever you want. And then, as I mentioned earlier, this bot is paired with my Scott's test account. So this is the fake money account I've been using just to experiment with Option Alpha. And right now this bot has allocated to it $10,000 of fake money. So this here is the maximum amount of capital this bot can trade with. And then also down below, there are some more limitations you can place on the bot. So for example here, I've specified that this bot here cannot make more than 3 new trades on any one day. And then also at most, it can have no more than 5 positions on simultaneously. But of course, you can change either one of these criteria to whatever you want. So there you go. This here is just the basic high-level settings for this particular bot. So I'll click on save. But then the real magic or the real automation happens in the automations tab. So like I explained with the Genesis 1.0 template, it does come with some basic functionality by default, namely the SPY put credit spread scanner. And basically the way this works here is the scanners for the bot will scan the markets and look for potential trade opportunities. And then the monitors for the bot will monitor your existing positions and manage them based on your specific criteria. And there's also an event section as well, but that's much more advanced, so no need to cover that in this video. But as you can see here with the scanners, you can have up to 5 different scanners for one bot. And so with my general experimentation here, I've gone ahead and added in 2 more different scanners here, QQQ Iron Condors and Oxy Earnings. But let's go ahead and create a brand new one so you can see exactly how all this is going to work. So now I'll click on the small plus icon, and then that opens up a new panel on the right hand side where you can select, in this case, either an existing automation you've already had created or make a brand new one here. So like I said, we'll create a brand new automation. And that brings you here to this very cool visual editor where you can build out the exact logic of your new scanner. And so now for this brand new scanner or this new feature for my bot here, I want it to open a brand new put credit spread position on, let's say, Apple, but only if Apple stock has an IV rank above 30 and also it's above its 20-period moving average. Right, so basically if the IV rank is above 30, that means the implied volatility for Apple is pretty high, and therefore that's a good opportunity to sell some options like a put credit spread. And then also if the stock is above its 20-period moving average, chances are it's continuing to go higher in some kind of uptrend. And so to do that, I'll first click on this button here to begin the logical path for this new feature or this new scanner. So click on the plus button, and that opens up a new panel here on the right-hand side. And so basically, we want this bot to make some decisions first before potentially opening a brand new position. So that's why the first step is going to be a decision for this bot. And then I'll click on the plus button right here. And as you can see, they give you a bunch of different kinds of criteria that you can use. So for example here, the first one, as you can see, is if some stock or some ETF has a price above a certain point or below a certain point, that can be a decision the bot can make. If the symbol or the asset's volume is at a certain level, that can be a decision as well. or if the stock or ETF price has increased or decreased by a certain percentage and within a certain time frame, etc., etc. So really there is no limit as to how detailed or complex you can make your bot's decisions, right? So there's also decisions based on the VIX value or the MACD indicators, Bollinger Bands, etc., etc. The list goes on and on and on. But like I said, for our case here, the first decision is if Apple, which is going to be the symbol here, if Apple has an IV rank above 30. So this here is the specific criteria I need for this decision. So I'll click on that. And now as you can see, there are basically 3 different ways you can configure this decision. So of course, the symbol is going to be Apple. And there it is. So if Apple IV rank is above or below, we'll say above a value of 30, then if that's the case, the bot will go to the next step or the next decision. So there it is again, everything looks good, so I'll click on save. And boom, there you go. As you can see, it's added in the first logical step to this automation path. So essentially every 15 minutes when this bot runs, the first thing it's going to do is look at Apple's IV rank. And if it's not above 30, it goes to the no path, in which case the automation just ends and it stops. And then 15 minutes later, the automation runs again. And same thing, it checks Apple's IV rank. Maybe this time it's above 30. So at that point, it goes to the yes path and follows the next step. In which case, the next step here is going to be checking also if Apple stock is above the 20-period moving average. So I'll click on the plus button right here, and we'll add a new decision. And here we go, right there is the new decision or the criteria we'll need to add. So if some asset or some stock or ETF has a price that's above or below a certain moving average, that's the one we need. So I'll click on this. And again, for the symbol, it's going to be Apple. And if the price is above the 20-day, right here, 20-day simple moving average, but also as you can see, there are different kinds of moving averages you can use. Although for this case here, it's totally fine to use the simple moving average. So I'll click that and then click save. And there you go. One more time, follow the yes path if Apple price is above the 20-day simple moving average. Looks good, so click save. And once again, it's gone ahead and added in the next step of the logical path here. So once more, first, if Apple's IV rank is above 30, then great, go to the next step here. And then also, if Apple's price is above the 20-day moving average, then great, open up a brand new position. But if this criteria is not met, then it follows the no path, in which case the automation just ends. So last thing is to create the final step here of this automation path to open up a put credit spread position on Apple stock. Right, so now at this point, instead of using a decision block, we're going to use an open position block. And as you can see here, there's a variety of different kinds of trades that your bot can use. But for this case, we're going to use a short put spread. And now this here is where you can specify all the different criteria for this exact position. So again, the symbol is going to be Apple. And for the expiration date here, again, there's lots of different ways you can specify the expiration date. But for me, I'm fine with the bot choosing any expiration cycle that's at least 30 days away. So I'll click next and then next again. And then also you can choose only monthly cycles or pretty much any series that you want, weeklies included. Now, normally I pretty much only trade monthly contracts, but Apple is very, very liquid. So even the weeklies are always very good for trading. So in this case, for Apple at least, I'll leave this to any series and click save. Now for the short put leg of the put credit spread, I'll click on this here, and once more, there's tons of different ways you can specify how the bot can pick the short leg of the position. And for me personally, I typically do it based on the delta of the contract, so I'll click on this option. And so I think for this trade, the short leg should be around the 30 delta. That's typically how I do it. Then go to next. And yeah, so sometimes if there's not a contract with exactly a 30 delta, then you can choose either the closest contract to that or a bit higher or a bit lower. So for me, I'll just use the closest possible contract and then go to save. And now for the long option as part of this put credit spread, I'll click on that. And if, for example, I always want these put credit spreads to be exactly $5 wide, then this option here would be the best one to use. So therefore, the long put option is going to be $5 below the short put option. There you go. Or of course, if there's not a put option that's exactly $5 away, then choose the closest one. So there we go, $5 below the short put leg or closest, click save. We'll just do one contract And then for the pricing here, this is pretty cool. By default, the smart pricing feature is turned on. So essentially the option alpha automation feature here will try repeatedly up to 4 times to get the best possible fill price. But eventually, if all 4 attempts do fail, then your final price you can specify right here. So I typically do 75% of the bid-ask spread, although of course for Apple, the bid-ask spreads are always very, very tight. So I'm not worried about any liquidity issues. So then we'll click save. And there you go. So this here is the exact criteria that the bot is going to use every time it opens a new Apple put credit spread. So finally, we'll go to save, and there you go. And so now at this point, we have our completed logical path for this new scanner for my bot here. And final step is just to save the whole thing. And here we go. This is the brand new scanner, which also let me go ahead and rename it real quick, which you can do in the top left corner. So I'll call this Apple Put Credit Spread. And then one last time, click on save. And so there you go. As you can see, every 15 minutes, this bot is going to run all 4 of these different scanners and look for potential trades that meet all the criteria. And then down below all of that, we have our monitors, which, as I mentioned, these simply monitor all my existing open positions. So for example, if and when the criteria for any of these scanners is met and therefore a new position is open, then also every 15 minutes, the monitor will run and try and manage the position. So real quick, I'll click on that and show you how this works. And again, also as part of the Genesis 1.0 template, you do get all of this here by default. So basically, I'll just briefly walk you through how this works. And as you'll see, it's essentially the exact same process as with the scanner portion of the bot. So first step here, for each position I have on right now, it's going to go to the first decision. And if that position has a 50% profit, then at that point, the bot will remove or close the entire position and take those profits. So very simple there, but if that's not the case, right? If my trade does not have a 50% profit yet, then it goes to the no path, in which case there's a second decision. So also, if the position does expire in only 2 more market days, then at that point, the trade also gets closed, either for a profit, a smaller profit, or a loss. But then conversely, if the profit target has not been met yet, and also there's more than 2 days until expiration, then fine, the automation just ends, and the trade is left alone. And then 15 minutes later, this whole process starts again and repeats the exact same steps. So basically, when you get down to it, trying to fully automate an entire trading strategy comes down to specifying your scanners and then also configuring your monitors as well. These are the 2 main pieces. And again, your scanners are responsible for finding new trades. Your monitors are responsible for managing your existing trades. And in which case, if you go to this tab right here for your open positions, these are the current trades I have on right now. So just some basic stuff here, just some experiments. So I have 2 iron condors on QQQ and 3 put credit spreads on SPY. And you can click on any one of these to see the much more specific details of that exact position. And then lastly here, this button, you can see your actual trading history for the bot and see a breakdown of what it's been doing on a day-by-day basis. And so there you go. That's a very, very high level and basic overview of the Option Alpha platform. And believe me, this is just kind of scratching the surface. There is tons of very cool things you can do with this platform. And so whether you want to use Option Alpha to actually trade for you in your live money account, or if you simply want to use it as a means of testing and experimentation in a fake money account, that's totally fine too. This is a super powerful platform and there's tons of cool things you can do with it. And don't forget also that the bot or the automation feature is just one of the main features that Option Alpha offers, right? So if you come up to the top bar here, like I said, there's a backtesting page as well. And this page here, you can see all the different common backtests that have been run by different users or that come by default with the platform, right? So basically, this is a great way to create some kind of strategy and then test it thoroughly over many, many years of stock market data. And then also here, there's an entire online community as well. So you can see a bunch of current open discussions or template exchanges, Strategy Central, get help on stuff. I mean, there's tons of things you can talk about and get answers to questions in here, etc., etc. And then finally also, there's a watch list section as well. So these here are the default built-in watch lists, top IVR, upcoming earnings, momentum, 52-week range, etc., etc. But of course, you can create your own watch list here as well. And then finally here, the last thing I want to show you is on this tab right here in regards to the actual pricing of the Option Alpha platform. And so as you can see here, there's absolutely no risk in trying out this platform, right? So if you do use my link in the description of this video to sign up with Option Alpha, you will get a full 30-day free trial. And during that time, you'll get access to the entire full feature set of the platform. And then of course, after your trial has ended and you want to continue your subscription, you can upgrade to any one of the 3 different levels they offer. And then of course, as you can see here with the green prices, these are the heavily discounted prices that you would pay for an annual membership as opposed to just paying month by month, right? So basically, if you pay for a full year at a time, you save 50%. So ultimately, at minimum here, guys, I do highly recommend you at least try out the Option Alpha platform here for a free 30-day trial. Again, no risk involved, and use my link in the description below to do that. But if you do want to continue Option Alpha after that point, it makes the most sense, of course, to do that on a 1-year payment plan. And so with that being said, that's going to do it here for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know your thoughts or if you have questions in the comment section below. And also don't forget to check out and join my options trading Discord as well as my Skillshare courses. Links also in the description of this video. And finally here, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I drop new videos every single week and you don't want to miss out. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.